North Korean leader Kim Jong Un arrived in Russia today. That's according to Russian state media. He arrived in the country's far eastern region and is set to meet with President Vladimir Putin. The two leaders are expected to talk about supplying weapons for Moscow to use in its war against Ukraine. And Kim will likely want a few things in return. CBS News foreign correspondent Imtiaz Tyab is in Ukraine following these these talks for us. So the very slow-moving train from North Korea has arrived in Russia. Can you tell us more about what these two leaders are expected to discuss?
Yeah, you're right, Emery. That very slow-moving, now iconic green train, which many say really sort of symbolizes the secrecy and paranoia of North Korea, the Hermit Kingdom, as it moves inches really from Pyongyang to the far east of Russia. Because it's so heavy, there are many armored cars on it. Now, when Kim and Putin meet, which we were expecting sometime today, but it's starting to get a little late there, and we're hearing that it could mean that the two leaders will meet tomorrow, that they will be discussing a lot of things. But as you so correctly point out, arms, arms, and more arms. Russia is desperate for shells and ammunition, and that is something North Korea has an awful lot of. We're here in Dnipro, which is just a few hours' drive from the front line, where both Ukraine and Russia have just been firing huge amounts of ammunition, huge amounts of shelling, and that is why Russia is so desperate for them. As for North Korea, as you rightly point out, it also wants a lot of things, and this is a country which is extremely impoverished. Kim Jong Un needs food aid, he needs hard cash, but I think what he also really wants from Vladimir Putin is advanced weapons technology, most notably the software for nuclear submarines and for satellites as well. Anne-Marie.
And, you know, often when there are sort of meetings like this, at least with other leaders, there's a photo op. You know, you see the handshaking that we were just playing from a previous meeting. I imagine that also what this is doing for both leaders, but particularly for Kim Jong Un, is indicating to the world that they are not alone in the wilderness, that they have friends.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a really good way of looking at it. We have to remember those images that we're looking at of Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong Un meeting in 2019. Well, that followed after former President Donald Trump's failed attempts at securing a nuclear disarmament agreement with Kim Jong Un. And many had just assumed that we'd go back to where things were, which is North Korea extremely isolated. And then we had that meeting between Putin and Kim Jong Un, and then, of course, the global pandemic. But now the war in Ukraine. And it's been 18 months. It's not gone very, very well for the Russian president. He himself has become increasingly isolated, certainly lost a lot of allies and support in the West, although he does have support in Eastern countries as well as African countries. But that doesn't seem to be enough. And when it comes to what Vladimir Putin so desperately needs, which again, as we've been saying, is arms, these two allies, if you will, are going to be, I guess, entering into an agreement, despite the fact that many countries, the U.S. especially, have saying, don't do it, North Korea, because you will, quote, pay a price.
And so, other than that, how is the White House responding?
Yeah, well as overtly warning North Korea about, paying a potential price, we understand that along with the UN and other Western powers, they're looking to the UN, which of course can impose not only sanctions but also resolutions against North Korea. The UN, of course, is one of the few agencies that still deals directly with Kim Jong Un. They do need the UN support, and that could potentially be at risk if it does enter into that arms agreement. But in a way, this is really tough for the White House to navigate. At the end of the day, both Russia and North Korea have repeatedly shown that they don't actually really seem to worry very much about what Washington says. And if that is indeed the case here, we could see Russia getting what it needs with its as though desperately needed arms, but North Korea potentially receiving some pretty sensitive military technology, which is certainly a concern for the world. Anne-Marie.
Indeed. Imtiaz, thank you.